Hello again. In these cold days, sometimes we need a warm book, and it doesn't get much warmer than Redwall. This is the first book in the series written by Brian Jacques, and this particular edition was specially made in 1997 for the 10-year anniversary of the US release and illustrated by Troy Howell. Redwall is a series of children's books with all kinds of stories set in the world of the titular Redwall Abbey and the diverse woodland inhabitants surrounding it, ranging from mice and badgers to the more nefarious rats and snakes. Here I have the first entry in the series, and though as far as I know it's not necessary to read the books in any particular order, it's a fine introduction to the world of Redwall. As any good children's book, it doesn't talk down to the reader, or even tone down the violence of war and its consequences. Some, however, would describe it as being fairly formulaic, but sometimes we need simple stories about good prevailing over evil. It is full of well-rounded, endearing characters who don't need a lot of spotlight and dialogue to inspire the reader's affection. My personal favorite is a certain sparrow, and I think of her and the proud warrior race she belongs to every time I pass one of their flocks in my neighborhood. Troy Howell is the illustrator responsible for most of the US covers in the Redwall series, and his art was usually limited to the covers alone, but here we're lucky to see some illustrations on the inside as well. Not too many, unfortunately, only 6 color plates, 3 black and white headings accompanying the titles of each part, and a lovely new map at the beginning. It's a shame that none of the chapter illustrations by Brian Jacques were included. Those can be found in many other editions, and I will leave a useful link in the description detailing the differences between all the numerous releases of this book on the Long Patrol website, a delightful remnant of the internet of old. As far as I can tell, the size of the book is in line with most of the other US hardcover editions in the series. Under the lovely dust jacket, the boards are covered in paper and blocked in gilt on the spine, and the binding is sadly glued, but relatively easy to open. The color plates are thankfully printed on glossy paper, so they can truly shine as a worthy companion to the text. Well, thank you for watching. That would be all for now, and maybe we'll take a look at more Redwall books in the future. Who knows? Goodbye. And remember, if you happen to share my videos with someone and they don't love them, follow this advice Brian Jacques gave to a room full of children.
What? Cut his head off and throw it in his face.